and welcome to the Teacher's Corner. As many of you know, I am Miss Johnson, the 8th grade science teacher at Liberty Middle School. We are going through a process to decide whether or not constructivism would be a beneficial new teaching style for our school. So I decided to observe other schools in the area to find out what works best for our students. First, I observed a teacher-focused literature lesson.
Hi, welcome to class. We're going to do Romeo and Juliet today. And before I let you guys read the play, we're going to go over some background notes so we understand the context of the play. Okay, so Romeo and Juliet was written by William Shakespeare. He wrote it in the mid-1590s, and it was set in the Renaissance.
So Barry, how did you like that lesson?
Well, I thought it was kind of boring. I mean, all we did was take notes, and it was really hard to focus. I just kind of was writing down everything and not really paying attention. So it wasn't very interesting. I didn't really like it.
Then I observed the same lesson with hands-on activities.
Okay, class, now I'm going to give you guys a worksheet. It's about Romeo and Juliet, what we just talked about. And you guys can either work together or by yourselves, whichever you choose.
You want to work with me?
Yeah, I'll work with you. Who read it? Well, Shakespeare definitely.
Obviously.
So guys, how did you like that lesson?
Well, it was okay, but I was really interested in like the clothing and the styles of stuff in the time period, and our worksheet didn't really go over that. So, I mean, I guess it was okay.
And I really wanted to talk about the dueling, but we didn't really go over that in the worksheet either.
Next, I went and observed a constructivist math class.
Hey class, today we're going to be going over algebra, and algebra is based on x, and x can represent any number. Okay, now we're going to do an activity. Just write a similar equation like that using different numbers, and then we're going to trade with our neighbor. Feel free to ask questions if you need any help.
I don't get this.
I need help. This is
What don't you
confusing.
get?
I don't know. What is the x?
X can be any number.
So should I
It just
add
takes
the
the
3?
place of a number.
So I need to add the 3.
No, you need to subtract the 3.
This one doesn't look like the other one.
So are you confused?
Yeah, very.
So guys, how did you like this lesson?
Well, I really liked it when he was showing us the formulas on the board, and that made a lot of sense, but when we tried to do it ourselves with the activity, it was really hard and really confusing. I didn't really like it.
So Mr. Kidd, how did you like teaching that lesson?
I thought that the lecture was going really well, and then when it was time for the kids to go do their own individual activities, I didn't think it went as well. It was difficult to answer all the questions that the kids had.
Last, I observed a constructivist history class.
Since we talked about the Industrial Revolution in class today, I'd like you all to go home and come up with a short presentation about whatever topic you're interested in. Does that sound good?
Yep. And so the Patterson Falls provided water energy for the entire northern New Jersey so that the Industrial Revolution could happen.
Hey Nick, so how did you like that lesson?
I really liked the lecture because I learned a lot about the Industrial Revolution, but I really liked being able to choose my topic so that we could do what we were interested in.
The results from my observations clearly showed that constructivist classes but not entire schools work the best for these students.